welcome back, finally, to Journey to Ragnarok. Last we left off, our lovely party set to assault the fort of the Rune Thief. They have faced many a threats inside from Mangy Wargs, warriors of the Rune Thief's army, and a troll who all sought to guard the fort and kill the party. However, they all fell to the forces of Midgard. To delve deeper into the fort, the party moves until suddenly the voice of the priest of the Holy Flame, Father Ekjar, is heard just bore our dear Astrid burst into holy flames. And that's where we left off for a solid 3 weeks cliffhanging on your ignition. Take it away, Penny.
I'm just screaming. I don't know what the rest of you are doing. I'm just screaming.
Gwen is trying to put you out.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to use Druidcraft to put you out.
I mean, I'm gonna say I at least am smart enough to do stop, drop, and roll.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's not a modern invention.
No, but, you know, when people get ignited, they can roll around in the snow.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Everyone goes through doing what they're doing to help Astrid, Druidcraft, trying to pat her out, stopping, dropping, and roll. None of it seems to work. Eventually, the Holy Flames, once they fully ignite you, dealing its damage and other adverse effects, they do eventually, while you're rolling around, they do just disperse on their own. It is like a 5-second thing. Suddenly, you're screaming in terror as your entire body is ignited
5 seconds
in these flames, and then they're gone.
Wow. Am I scorched?
You do not have burns on you. You feel the pain of having been burnt, but there are no marks.
So is it like psychic damage instead of fire damage?
Oh, it was definitely fire damage.
Huh.
Astrid grabs her head to see if her hair is still there.
Roll me a D100.
Okay, here we go. Oh, that didn't come through, did it?
Nope.
That's a 39.
You're fine. You feel your
Okay.
hair.
That would be mean, like in the space of, what, an hour?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Then you just relatively get this back.
Yes.
Alright,
So she's panicking still, so she's just grabbing her head and going, my hair! My beautiful hair, not my beautiful face!
Astrid, your hair's fine.
Okay, what about my face?
I will grab. I
Face
will
is
grab
fine
her
too,
face.
princess.
Yeah, I will
Stir
grab her
says.
face and turn her to look at me, and I will say, Astrid, you are fine. You are fine. You are fine. Look at me. Look at me.
Okay,
Look at me. You're fine. Take a deep breath.
okay. Okay. What? Okay, what was that? Did everybody hear that?
Did we hear it, Pi?
Hear what?
The priest.
Yeah,
oh,
the
yes,
priest guy.
all of you heard the priest begging for his life.
Yes, I heard it, and we should hurry.
Okay, well, but if he set me on fire, I don't know how I feel about this. She's getting up and, like, brushing herself off.
I understand, but not only is he there, but my brother is here too. We need to hurry.
Okay, you're right.
Let's get going. Come on, whippersnappers.
Yeah.
Did you forget I
Sorry,
was here
hobbling
again?
lady.
Also, Gudrun did not attempt to help with the fire thing. She just stood there and was
Stared
like,
and
"Yep,
watched.
you're on fire."
Her way of helping was she actually reached into her pouch, took out a stick, put a marshmallow on it, and
Sacred
Yep.
flame for making
Was it-
s'mores.
Was a little bit disappointed that she didn't have time to finish roasting that marshmallow before you stopped, but she ate it anyway. Turns out it wasn't a marshmallow; it was just like a piece of like cotton fluff.
Mhm.
Pocket lint.
Yeah, pocket.
Okay, so as they start moving again, Astrid sort of falls in next to Gudrun and looks at her and goes, "If you did that, I will find out." And then starts walking faster.
Ooh. Okay. And all of you should be able to free to move.
Okay. Who's leading?
It sounded like Gudrun was in the front, and Astrid was right next to.
I accept.
Okay, I will say, Loki, don't let her catch fire again. And that's my way of casting guidance. Like, Tobias and Loki have things in the past, but like, I think Tobias can acknowledge that there's something going on with Loki and Astrid, and it seems like it's in Loki's best interest to keep her alive.
Stay alive.
You think?
Yeah. Okay, so you've got guidance, Astrid.
Okay,
And,
thank you. I
Yeah,
love
I'll follow up right behind you. I think Sturmir's grabbing the other side of the hallway.
Yeah. And if
I
someone
do wanna
recognizes
glance
that
into those cells.
if someone realizes that Sturmir's dropping behind, I forget who I gave control over him. Just whoever has control, please move the token. You glance into this cell. Within, you see there is a dead body inside, strewn across some hay.
Ooh, strewn across, like in parts, or just lying there?
It is lying there.
Okay. Does it look like anybody familiar?
Give me an investigation.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
As Gwen rounds the corner, can she also make an investigation check?
Sure.
18, thanks to Mimir.
18, thanks to good old Mimir. It doesn't look like someone you know. It definitely looks like an icy crow, though.
Mm.
Okay. I do share that with the party that I don't know that person, but I'm pretty sure they're from my clan. And I kind of look at Tobias and give him kind of a worried look, like, oh god, I wonder how many more of these we'll find, just in a quick glance before kind of everybody presses onward.
Do we need to try to do something, or just hope that we can later?
I believe we should deal with the problem at hand before worrying about these prisoners.
Right. The next one?
Roll me an investigation.
Sure.
I kind of want to.
I'll check the one across the hall.
Just like walking straight down the hall until something stops me. Can I just do that?
Yeah, you can do
I'm
that.
just gonna wander off from the rest of the party and just keep going.
Sure. Roll an investigation, Gwyn.
Blessed be Mimir.
Both cells contain not corpses, but rather skeletons. They look like they've been here a while. You can see flesh is missing from parts of the skeleton, like it was carved off. With a 22 on your side, Gwyn, you do recognize there is a very bloodied, another symbol tossed to the side of this cell, marking an icy crow.
Yeah, she just very solemnly announces, this is another of the crows. And then she will continue forward, probably stopping at this door and putting an ear to it.
So did Gwyn see what was in both the cells? Is that what you're saying?
This one was just pure skeleton. This one had...
Okay. Thank you.
Give me a perception, Gwyn.
That's right. This character's not built for that. This character's not built for that.
You don't hear anything behind this door.
Knowing what area we're in, I will just kind of take a step back.
Do I
from
run
the
into
door
here when the map ends?
There is a door above you, or if you keep going forward, you'll face plant into a wall.
Okay, well, I'm gonna face plant into the wall. Like, take a step back, and then go check out this door.
Okay. Do you want to investigate the door, or do you try to immediately open it?
I think I'm just gonna open it.
It opens.
Oh, nice. I'm just gonna walk in. No communication to the rest of the party.
I forgot to add, there should be lights in here.
Can Tobias make a perception check to notice Gudrun just like walking off into this random room?
I don't think it'd be obvious. I don't think it'd be a hidden thing. I think you all would notice
okay.
this.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to be subtle.
Okay. Gudrun? And Tobias is gonna like follow up quickly, but I mean, definitely wouldn't have been fast enough to like avoid you from like walking into the room in the first place.
I'm just gonna peek in the room. I'm not gonna go too far. Just a little peeky, and then I see that it's just a little teeny tiny hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's when I'm gonna like hear him calling and like stick my head back out and be like, "What?"
Just take care. You don't know what's in these rooms.
Okay, well, this is just another hallway, so...
Was there a door?
There was. There's another door, it looks like. I can see that there's another door at the end of the hallway, or...
You can, yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I was making that up.
Thank you for checking on your facts. Appreciate that. Gwen would look towards Astrid and say, would you mind listening at this door? I don't hear anything, but where we are, can't help but to want to be a little cautious.
Why are we looking at doors? What's so great about doors?
She just sort of stares at it like, is there anything on this? Is it gonna set me on fire?
Give me an investigation.
Investigation or Arcana?
Oh, either work.
Okay. We'll do Arcana.
This door looks like a normal door.
Okay, so perception.
Perception.
Put my ear to the door.
Guidance with perception guidance.
Is it a D4? What's your guidance? D4?
Yeah, guidance is D4.
Okay. And again, that's not coming through, but it's a 3.
Okay. Normal door, still a normal door.
I can't hear anything.
Put your ear to the door. You don't hear anything.
Okay. I don't hear anything. And my ear didn't stick to the door, so that's good.
Well, now. No.
Sturmir, do you mind? And Gwen will gesture with an opening motion to the door.
He will open it. Let me move him here.
I'd like to ready a firebolt.
Okay. door is opened.
There's nothing.
I'll actually throw a light in here. You see a small little room with a singular bed and a chest next to it.
Oh. Okay, I will take a steppy step inside. Can I roll an investigation check on the chest to see if it's trapped?
Sure.
Here, 12.
12. You don't notice any traps. You do notice when you get closer to the chest, there's ice forming on it, and there's a very cold feeling coming from it.
There's ice, like, as you walked into the room, the ice started to form?
No. There was ice already on the chest.
Okay.
Now that you've gotten closer, you can feel the frost and cold coming from it.
Mm-hmm. Surely that's fine.
Can I try to melt the ice with prestidigitation?
You do so. You can certainly melt the ice. As you begin melting it, though, you notice where you would stop in one section, the ice continuously forms again.
Gwen will walk out of the room and say, I believe that there are some ancient runes attached to the box that's in there that's continuously making it freeze over. I don't know if that's something we want to address right now, but I'm inclined to address it later.
I can try to open it from here.
Or perhaps we can use it as a sort of trap ourselves. Does anyone else believe that this may be trapped to wear us down?
That's smart.
How big is the chest, Game Master?
Big enough that someone would have to carry it with two hands.
Okay, so kind of like a laundry basket sized thing.
Like picture a pirate treasure chest,
Okay.
but a tad smaller.
Okay, so, alright, that seems reasonable. Astrid, could you try shoving the chest and see if it triggers?
Sure. Sturmir, maybe don't be in a direct line of the chest. I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and just start by kind of poking at it. Is there like a hasp or a lock or something on it?
There does not seem to be any clasp or anything, just like an open shut chest.
Okay. I want to try to open it with my Mage Hand.
Okay. Despite the ice being on the chest, the ice didn't prevent it from being opened. Your Mage Hand can flick it open.
Okay.
Inside of the chest,
The stiff.
you see. Give me a history check.
Alright. Jesus!
Wow. Okay.
I was just on fire, yo.
Yeah, you see a being inside of this chest. It is
Whoa,
a
what?
creature made of pure ice, and it has two chains on its small arms and hands that keep it locked in the chest, and it has another piece of iron like strapped over its mouth, and as the chest opens, it is manically ripping at these chains and trying to move its head, but it cannot. It does not seem to be able to escape.
Just look at that for a second, and then my Mage Hand just like flips the lid of the chest back over with just one finger, like, click. So,
Do we make a new friend?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Disappointing. I like new
Did
friends.
Gwen happen to see what it was?
You can roll me a history.
Awesome.
I'll definitely tell you what.
27.
You did indeed see
Yeah.
what it was. You recognized it. You have encountered a creature like this before. Back when the spirits of the woods, ages ago, tried haggling you for goods to allow you to pass, you saw an ice mephit locked in the chest. Why did I say locked like that?
Lock.
Captured.
Okay. Gwen would share that with everybody, seeming kind of confused at why there's a ice mephit in a chest at this point.
Tobias will use the message cantrip and target the ice mephit, asking, "Why are you chained here?"
Okay. You do not get a response.
It doesn't seem to want to respond to me.
Do you have to know how to speak its language, Tobias?
Yeah, let me try again. I ask it the same question in Primordial.
You ask the same question. Nothing happens. You do not get a response.
It
You know
doesn't
you're
seem
casting
to-
message. You don't know if
Okay.
you're hitting the method or not with it, but you just get dead air.
Huh. Okay, I'm gonna step to the doorway and ask that Astrid prop the chest open
Okay.
and look at the ice method and say, in Primordial, "If you understand me, nod."
When the chest opens, it does not nod at you. It instead, again, goes back to that frantic trying to rip itself free.
Okay,
Give me a perception check, Tobias.
okay. I shall. Oh my goodness, a
You
2?
don't understand it, but you can hear the sound of very silent, muffled, like, something coming from the creature.
Is
Okay.
it?
Yeah, something's going on. I
Magical
think it's
magically
creatures-
trapped? Because I
Right.
could theoretically cast a spell magic. I just don't want to waste it on an ice method.
Magical creatures bound by iron are always in trouble. I do know that, even if I didn't recognize it.
Okay, I'm going to... What do I have? I have nothing that's good at trying to get this thing to calm down. Except animal handling, that's positive. But I'm gonna... We need to get its attention. It's not paying attention.
So I'm going to cast Friends. We'll see how this works. Because whether it's specifically hostile to me or not, who knows? I'm gonna step forward and say, "Hey, if you could calm down just a little bit and answer my friend's messages in your head, maybe we can make some kind of deal."
What does friends do?
Have advantage on charisma checks.
Gives you advantage on charisma checks.
That is correct.
Give me
Try to calm it down.
a persuasion.
Okie dokie. Advantage. Here we come.
Nice.
The ice mephit, this little creature, here's your words. How close do you step up to it?
I would say, let's see, that I would just go kind of to there.
Okay, so into the room.
Yeah. Because I think things through and don't do anything reckless.
Oh, I need to give you vision. I didn't give this token vision. I really hope
Let's hear
Grin
my
could have
cat
seen
coughing.
everything.
Kinda.
It's
Okay,
got asthma.
I just gave you vision.
Love it.
Yes,
Now
yeah,
I can see.
That new token did not have vision. The mephit stops trying to rip itself free and kind of just sits back down into the chest. You see its wings are barely working to keep it up anymore.
Okay, that's better.
You do see that the now that you're a bit closer, you do see that the iron like plating around its mouth.
Mhm.
It seems locked there, but it doesn't seem like it seems like a strapped-on muzzle rather than someone like welded it across the mouth.
Got it. Okay. So I'm pretty sure that if you want to, you can still answer my friend.
I will try message again. Why are you
Well,
bound here?
It should have a reply left, right? If you
Well,
already
message
messaged
is
it.
just a cantrip, so I'm just spamming it.
Well, that's true. Okay. I forgot it's a cantrip.
In Primordial, it responds with, do you mind removing this fucking muzzle off my mouth and we can have to talk?
I love this method so much.
Fucking Midgardians.
Stupid Midgardian. I'm trying to see if I should release you. But Tobias does kind of smirk, saying that like it has calmed down and like we are actually talking.
And of course, we don't hear any of this.
And I'll tell everyone it is responding in Primordial. Thank you, Astrid. I'll follow up my statement with are any of your bonds trapped or enchanted?
He responds with, remove this damned muzzle and find out.
He wants us to remove the muzzle and find out if his bonds are magical. Can I make an insight check on that?
Sure.
God damn it. Loki, come on!
I mean,
You're saying he wants us to fuck around and then find out?
Basically.
Well, perhaps you might tell him that it would be to his benefit to tell us now if he wants to get free.
I will tell him. Either you tell us if they're enchanted or not, or we're just gonna leave you here to rot.
No response.
Oh, okay. He doesn't wish to respond anymore.
Well,
Does anyone want to use it for target practice? I tried the humanitarian route. It did not work.
I would like to. Oh god, no! I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I just had to hold myself back from being pure chaos.
No, do it.
No, that's fine. I just want to have a grumpy ice method friend. Like, I just feel like this is a really kindred spirit.
Do what you would do. Do what Gudrun would do.
I promise I don't have any way of getting. The only thing I could do is if the things were magic, I could dispel magic to get rid of them. But like, I don't know if they're magic, and I don't want to waste a fairly high level spell on. So like, I'd like to try and get them out like manually, but I don't have any skills to be able to do that. So,
Tobias is gonna look at Gudrun and say, "You look like a child trying to tame its first wolf. Perhaps we can come back for the ice method if you so desire."
that's a good idea. We can let it sit here and think about its life
It's true.
choices.
if I have a third, second, whatever. If I have the spell slot by the time we get back, then I will totally try to dispel magic and get a nice method friend.
Okay, so does Gudrun look happier?
Yeah, she's surprisingly content with this outcome.
Okay. Shall we continue?
However, just like a small child, she will remember this choice. If we don't,
I expect you to.
if we don't come back, grumpy granny.
All right. Gudrun will remember this.
Right.
All right.
Astrid uses her mage hand and shuts the chest.
Okay.
It waves first, and then it shuts the chest.
Okay.
And now it's riding on her shoulder, just like thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hallway then?
Yeah. Tobias is gonna. Yep. I'll move Sturmir also to be next to you. Can we look at this hallway for potential traps?
Sure, you can roll investigation.
I just want to walk straight down the hallway to the other door before he has a chance to do that.
You do so, and nothing happens.
Okay.
Knowing Gudrun's habits, I will ready a firebolt for her to throw open the door in her old lady fashion.
I mean, I was about to ask, is the next door open or is it locked?
It doesn't appear to be locked.
Cool, I'll open it.
Alright, one second. I'm just gonna to make things a bit easier on my end. I know I said I would pilot him, but I am going to... Oh, all of you can control his sheet. So all of you, when Sturmir comes to fight, you can all collectively as a group pilot him.
Cool.
The door opens.
I don't know why Pi would be worried at this like particular moment about, you know, who's gonna control the kid that's not here. Like, there's no reason about opening this particular door or going in this particular space, right? There can't be any correlation. That would be crazy.
Crazy.
Paranoid.
I meant to step in there, but it kept jerking me around.
You step into
Wait.
the room, and you see tables of
Trees of
weapons and armaments. There is blood everywhere. There are people chained at the end of one hallway. Bloody skeletons, half-mangled corpses chained. There are spikes absolutely adorning this place. Please
Are any of the people chained up people that we know?
give me perceptions.
Granted, I don't think any of them would be anyone that Gudrun knows, because Gudrun doesn't know shit.
And
Nat 20.
okay. I see how it is, Loki.
Fair, Gudrun.
Okay, so this is assumed that everyone's in the room. If you'd like to move in to see the bodies.
Indeed.
Okay, roll 20 is being a butthole, dude. None of you recognize these corpses. They are not of anyone you may know. There are various markings you see in Odin's eye. You see a bear warrior. You see... actually, I can mark them for you. Odin's eye in the corner. Bear warrior here. Double icy crows.
Astrid is trying not to throw up.
Do the things around the room look like they're intended to be used as, like, instruments of torture?
You see, yes, tables upon tables of torture devices. And
Okay.
both Astrid can hear this and Gwyn can hear this. You hear a voice. You hear a voice not that of the priests. Gwyn, you, with a natural 20, you 100% recognize this voice. And you hear the voice saying, "Let me tell you a story, priest. Let me tell you a story of a young boy who grew up shadowed by his brothers. The story of a boy who fought day and night to be better than everyone else, to be stronger than
For
everyone
the
else."
moral?
What?
Can we just skip to the moral? I've read too many bedtime stories.
You don't hear this.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Let me tell you the story of a boy who did his best to win the favor of his father, but again was overshadowed by his weakling of a sister. Every time we would fight, she would be praised. She didn't even know how to fight. I had to be the one to teach her. Let me tell you the story of a sad, pathetic sister who didn't rightfully earn that praise. She was lucky the others were around, that I couldn't finish it then and there and kill her and finally receive praise for myself. You see, Father, you've never had to experience this with your holy flame that you so speak of. I'll be back for you soon. I think I have to say hello to an old family member. And with the 24 and the natural 20, both of you can hear the scraping of steel against a stone floor getting closer and closer.
As the scraping gets closer and closer, Gwen just grows more and more pale, and she steps up next to Astrid, giving her a look of, did that best friend exchange of, did you hear that?
Mm-hmm. And Astrid's lips are just very thin, and she just nods once back to Gwen, and she's looking just furious.
And you would know.
And then
the
she
voice
turns
is
to
coming from here.
yeah, and then she turns to everybody else and says, "He's coming," and points towards that direction.
Tobias's eyes are gonna widen, and out of paranoia is gonna say, "Quickly, blow off all the heads of those skeletons. I'm gonna push this desk." I push the desk.
You go to the desk to begin pushing it.
Okay, I begin pushing it. Oh wait,
But-
was that like a... Oh.
Around the corner, dragging a heavy axe, planting it firmly in both hands, is a figure that you most definitely recognize, Gwyn. You see a man round the corner. Large scar across his eye, top of the forehead going over, a fogged over left eye, brown eyes, thick build, scars covering his body. You can see his normal, what would be normal, dark brownish hair seems to almost make a more reddish coloration, with it being matted in this thick glop of blood. And he stares directly at you with a almost sick and twisted Loki-like smile that Astrid has come to learn. And he looks at you, Gwyn, and he says, "Hello, sister."
Hello, brother. I'm here.
And he takes another step forward. "And I see you've brought friends."
They came up on their own accord. Stay where you are. What's going on?
"Stay where I am? Oh no, you don't order me around."
Looking at him, does he look like the last time that I saw him? Maybe a bit more scarred and banged up, but does he have any runes visible on him?
Give me a perception or an investigation, as he does continue walking. It's more like a shark circling its prey as he begins dragging the axe.
22.
May I step over a little bit while he's walking?
You can certainly move if you wish.
Okay.
As he's moving and he begins dragging this axe, he looks at everyone, and you do see Gwyn. There are these bright red runes covering his arms, and you can see a very large one on his neck.
Vagar, what have you done?
What have I done? I finally accepted what should have been mine long ago.
Astrid says to Gwen, fairly quietly, "You know that's not your brother anymore, right?"
Vagar, you need to stop with everything that's going on. This is really bad. This is the start of something much more than any of us here in Midgard.
Telling me to stop. Cute. I wonder how. And he kind of tenses a moment before he continues to say what he says, and you notice this kind of hesitance, this pause, and he goes, how the other two are gonna take that.
The other two? What do you mean?
You left, sister. The rest of us, we accepted our rightful power. You were nothing but a gnat upon this family. You should have died a long time ago.
And yet here I stand.
And yet here you stand.
And yet here I stand on my own courage and my own will and my own strength. And you have to seek strength from somebody else? That's not like you.
As you say this, still axe in hand, you can see him almost like a nervous twitch. He is smacking the side of his head, like the side of his ear, over and over again. His eyes closed, his one working eye madly twitching. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
10.
So things might get wonky if this succeeds, but bear with me. Almost like in the blink of an eye, no one really has the chance to react. You may be fast, Tobias, but even you are blindsided by this sudden burst of speed. Gwyn, you are standing there, you are yelling at your brother when suddenly you feel his shoulder digging into your stomach. And all of you see... Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to remove dark vision for this because the dynamic is changing. So I will remove that and allow everyone to see everything. Because suddenly Vagar plants his shoulder into your stomach and the world almost slows down as you feel yourself experiencing a brutish type of force you never felt before in your sparring sessions. And you get rammed through several walls of this fortress as you are just bulldozed through rock and stone, taking 7 points of bludgeoning damage as he tosses you into the snow. And he stands there, axe in hand, as you go to stand up. And he says with a snarl, "Then let's see what you're made of, sister. One final match." And we will roll initiative.
Boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Come on, character sheets. You really ruined the moment here. Okay, and let me draw something. So this wall here is shattered outward. This wall as well. And then this wall here.
Are you going to count that as difficult terrain right here and here? Like where, because there's
believe
rubble, or...
I will.
Okay.
Let me roll his initiative. initiative. Astrid, you're first.
Okay.
Again,
So-
blink of an eye, they were having this back and forth, and then suddenly all you heard was the shattering of stone and Gwyn being bulldozed through walls.
Yeah. Cool. So help me count this out, cause math. I'm just gonna double dash, so that gives me 60 feet to play with. So we're talking 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That puts me right there. It won't let me go through the wall. So I should be right there, but it won't. There we go. Thank you.
Yes.
Which is right on top of him, but oh well. And that's it, right? If I double dash, that
Yes.
takes movement and action. Do I still have a bonus
You would
action?
still have a bonus action.
Okay, so what I'm going to do then with my bonus action is I am going to just make sure I can do this. I can look back and still see Gudrun and
Yes.
okay, so they're all within 60 feet of me technically. So I'm going to use one of my bardic inspirations to give everybody 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So everybody gets 8 temporary HP, and you can immediately use your reaction to move up to your speed without provoking opportunity attacks. So everybody gets a little boost on their way over to get over here.
Well, I believe that happens now. Just you guys can move.
Yep.
And that was 7 temp HP?
8.
8. Okay.
Yep.
And you said half our movement?
Nope. Up to your movement.
Oh, up to your movement. Okay.
Hi. So I'd like to stay in a straight line with my brother, but I'd move all 30 feet that I have this way. So I'm just gonna put a little red one on me,
Okay.
because that should be 30 feet away,
Mhm.
10 additional feet off the map.
I may be able to remove the dynamic wall barriers. Just give me 1 second. Yep. I've removed the restriction on the walls. So Gudrun, you are able to move your full speed wherever you'd like.
So wait, am I able to get with the getting through the hole in the thing? Am I able to get here, or here
It is
with 30
half
feet?
movement to move through the holes in the wall.
And that's just one space?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I can just get here.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, and that's all from Astrid.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
just.
wave my stick angrily. I'm aware it's not my turn. I'm aggressively running and waving my stick.
So for what it's worth, I'm gonna like crouch down in the snow behind him, just in case he decides to start flailing with that.
He does not seem to care about your existence as he does begin walking past and ahead of you. If you wanted to do an opportunity attack.
Oh, really? Interesting. What do I even... I guess I could just take a stab at him with my short sword, huh? Why not? Ha! That's why
No.
not.
That is
Yeah,
why not.
it's fine. Yep, that's fine.
He is not dashing, I will say this, but he breaks out into essentially a full sprint after you, Gwyn. And he is able to catch up with you. And
Okay.
as he is sprinting towards you, he is shouting, "You never were one for melee combat, were you, sister?" As he catches up to you and goes to bring down this large axe that he wields in his hands. That isn't right. What
It
happened with
says
that
minus
roll?
20 on there. It says minus 20 on there for some reason.
Oh, dang it. Okay, hold on. Something screwed
It
up.
actually heals you, Gwen.
He rolled an 8.
Yeah, something screwed up. Hold on. 18.
So he didn't dash. His full movement is over 40 feet of movement. To confirm. Because I was 30
Right.
feet away from him and there was 10 feet in between he and I.
Right. That is correct. One moment, please. That is correct. He is going to... Yeah, he will dash to move up to you. So he's... Yeah, that's going to be his turn. He's dashing to move up to you.
Okay.
As he bears this large axe over you. As we move to Gudrun.
I've been really struggling with trying to find ways to do what I can do while making it look like Gwen is cool. Cause like this is her brother that she needs to fuck up. But I don't think. Oh yeah, I was wondering about that. But I'm too far from you is the problem. I was thinking about the exact thing you messaged, but I'm too far. I don't think I can get close enough. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can get here, which I'm gonna move. And then I think you're still 30 feet away, more than 30 feet away from me. Yeah.
I believe they're also, 10 feet off the map?
Yeah. I had that exact thought, but I don't want to do it on someone other than you. Because again, your fight. But you're too far!
Preesh, can you hold your action? Can you hold that?
Can I hold a spell until the target is within range?
That is a thing, but you will lose it if it doesn't go off.
How close do you need to get? You need to get here, though. And that
I can get there. Don't worry about it. I can get to you.
You'd get an attack of opportunity, though.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, I'm going to, Granny is here to support her grandchildren, and she is going to, can yell as she's running, continuing to run, pant for a second, pull out some runes, shake them in the air, and scream at Gwyn to get a little bit closer and I'll help you out, sweetie! In like this weirdly aggressively nice kind of way, like this weird mixture of grandmotherly affection and fear. Yeah, it's super granny. And I'm going to hold haste until she's within 30 feet of me in order for me to cast haste on Gwen.
Okay. Tobias.
Wait.
Oh.
I have a bonus action still. I forgot I had a bonus action. Can I bonus action cast spiritual weapon over here as well? Just, for shits and giggles?
Sure. And we're just going to copy Mjolnir onto the board.
Yeah. So I might as well do that. Because, wait, hold. Please hold. Your call is very important to us. But I have all my spell slots. Except for one second level for
Must
some
be
reason.
nice.
But it's what happens when you show up in the dungeon halfway. Yeah, so I'm just gonna cast a spiritual web. I guess that probably doesn't hit when it shows up.
Are you able to, let's see, what was the range of casting for the spiritual weapon?
Isn't it like 120 feet? No, sorry, it's 60 feet, but I'm still able to get...
Yes,
yeah, 60 feet is fine.
That does not hit.
I didn't think so, but I tried. And that's all I can do. So yes, I'm holding cased, spiritual weapon is cast, and I moved. That is all 3 things I can do on my turn.
Alright, Tobias.
Okay, Tobias is going to dash, and he is going to go 15 feet here, and then he's going to use his racial misty step, which I'm trying to remember how far that actually goes.
30 feet.
Okay. So 15... 30 brings me here with a misty step, and I think I still needed to dash to make the rest of the way there.
Yeah, from where you are, they are at 35 feet.
Okay, and I still had 55 feet left to get up to them, so I'm gonna get up behind Vagar right here. Equivalent to, which would be here technically, since they're 10 feet off the screen?
Technically.
Okay. Just for reference.
Okay. Sturmir, who wants to take control.
I've got a sheet open. And I think he's gonna follow in Gudrun's footsteps. Gonna dash. So that's gonna be 5, 10 to get out of the wall. 15, 20, 25.
He should be just in front of me, I think. Based on
Yeah. Yeah, it's somewhere like right here? Right here?
Yeah.
Okay, and then he's gonna cast a spiritual weapon as well.
Alrighty, let me bring out the dead. No, Mjolnir times 2.
He's got a hammer. We should have some tongs.
We should probably give one of them like a blue dot or a green dot or something to differentiate. But, oh, wait. Ah, jeez. His spell slots are all depleted. Never mind.
Do
Did
you have
not
a spell
realize.
to be able to do it?
He does, but I don't think I'll burn it right now.
Okay.
Okay. I guess that simplifies things. He finishes his turn there, I suppose.
Gwyn.
So facing down her brother, as he's getting ready to raise this axe, she's gonna say, "I've always fought your way, and today I will fight mine." And I will bonus action a Misty Step.
This is a spell, yes.
It is a spell, and yes, it is a spell.
He is going to attempt to slay a mage.
Okay.
20.
That does hit.
8 points of... What is wrong here? Something might be wrong here. 5... No, that is... maybe correct?
He's not rolling a die.
Yeah, hold on. Something's wrong here. Please hold.
And did you declare that he went into rage?
That was my... I should have said it. Him slapping himself on the side of the head was him amping himself up for a rage.
Oh, okay, got it.
Hold on, please. I hate that this isn't in, because it would be a great axe.
It's a great
Great axe is 1d12. Okay, I'm gonna reroll again just for the damage.
Okay.
Okay. This is the appropriate damage. 9 points of damage and 2 rage. So 9, 10, 11
Got
points
it.
of damage as he cuts into you with Mage Slayer.
Okie dokie. And then I go, so I'm gonna minus 10. 15, 20, 25, 30. So I land there. Gudrun, am I close enough for you to get your spell off?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep, you're good. Ciao!
Wachow! I am hasted.
Nice. Nice.
So we're gonna go with boot type zoomies. And she's gonna flip open her book and place her hand on the palm of it, and as she does, the visage of Mimir is going to appear in front of her, and as it dissipates, she has vanished, because with the skill that I got from Mimir, being able to take one spell a level higher than what I currently have and be able to cast that spell once and then it recharges after a week, I have chosen Greater Invisibility.
Ooh.
So it should be ninja.
I was just about to add that.
And then
Now you are a speedy ninja!
and now I am a speedy ninja. And then for my second action as hasted, I will cast a 3rd level Scorching Ray.
Ooh.
Can you use your hasted action to cast a spell?
You can.
It's a whole nother action.
The
Mhm.
second action.
Oh, okay.
So that is 4.
That's why I believe a hasted fighter, if they had wizard levels or sorcerer levels or any other caster levels, they can cast 3 spells in a turn.
Hasted monks are terrifying.
They are. They're super fun. I played one for like a year and a half. It was the best ever. Oh my god. So yeah, 3rd level Scorching Ray, and I will. So that is 4 rays. So here I'm gonna mark that off, and then here's the first one. 17 to hit him.
Hits.
12 points of fire damage. That's max damage on that. That's nice. Second ray. 23 to hit
Hits.
for 4. Third ray is a 10.
Misses.
4th ray is a 22 for 8.
Hits. Alright, so what is the total of the 3 that hit?
24.
24 points of damage. Okay. He is blasted by these rays and frantically, in this rage, turns around, not seeing you anywhere. Is that all?
No, I'm gonna move. And hoping to bait him inside of the house as he follows my footsteps, I'm actually gonna move inside. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, let's see. 30, 35, 40, 45. Yeah, I'm invisible, so I'm gonna go there.
Okay. Astrid.
I'm going to go ahead and pull out my crossbow, I think. And just as a point of order, Pi, you gave me these fancy bolts that are +1 to attack and damage rolls.
Yep.
So at the moment, they are showing the same as my crossbow, so that means that my crossbow should actually be +1 to whatever I roll, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll just go ahead and roll the crossbow. Heck,
That
25.
hits.
Okay. And So here comes damage. And it'll be 5 points of damage. And that is, I'm keeping track of my arrows, so.
Okay.
Or my bolts, rather.
He takes the damage. The bolt sinks into him. It doesn't do as much as you would have hoped.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
shrugs it off.
Freaking barbarians.
But you sunk a bolt into him.
And then I'm going to... Oh, let's see. I'm going to, shout to Tobias. This is not her brother anymore. Any agreements are off. Get him. And you have Bardic.
Sounds good, thank you.
Okay.
And that's my turn. I'm staying right where I am.
Vagar shouts out after turning around, not seeing you anywhere, Gwyn. I always knew you were a coward. Let's see how you like it when your friends lay dead and you know it's your fault. And he's going to slam his axe into the ground, and these red runes ignite all over him. As he... and I'll leave this in the open. Gains 21 temporary hit points.
Oh, neat.
Very. And then he is going to swing twice on Tobias.
Alright.
Yeah, let's see how this goes. Here's the first swing. 17.
Does not connect.
Second, 26.
Ooh. I will... I think I might need to take that. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna end up taking that.
19 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Which translates to 11 once it eats up my temp.
And
There we go.
to make things, because I do want him to be on the map so it's less confusing, he slashes into you, and then with his slash, he kind of shoulder checks you as he begins walking past, and with his one burning red eye, stares down at the princess. So that is 5, 10, 15, 20. He can get right here. You can take an opportunity attack if you wish.
Alright, and I will.
Okay, that hits. You
And
strike into him.
1d6 from the geez, what's it called? The blood maledict thing. No, there it is. Crimson Right. Thank you. Jesus.
Okay.
They're still active from last time, and
Jesus.
I haven't let go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You cut into him, and he seems to just shrug off this blow as he begins walking with murder in his eyes as we get to Gudrun.
Well, like, part of me really wants to just lightning bolt just him, but I don't know if I can get just him in a lightning bolt, and it also feels like a waste of, like, a good, like, area spell.
I think he's gonna be the only target we have for a while.
Yeah?
This guy seems like a beast.
I think the thing with Lightning Bolt is, at least how I've seen it previously run, unless you move to a different position, because it hits, I think, everything next to it too, it will hit Sturmir and Astrid.
Oh.
Does
Doesn't have
it?
anything next to it? I thought
That's
it
how
just-
I've previously seen it ran.
Oh wow, that's like a 15-foot wide line.
that is delightfully overpowered in that case. In which case, that is great.
100 feet
no-
long, 5 feet wide.
Yeah, it doesn't say. I mean, I'm happy to rule it as a 15-foot wide if you would like it to be in the future.
But lightning bolt
now?
says 100 feet long and 5 feet wide.
So maybe that was just ran weird previously when I saw it.
So you know what? I'm gonna do it just for gits and shiggles.
Okay, so it will just hit him.
It will just hit him, and then just like blast off into the distance for 100 feet.
Okay.
Were you thinking of chain lightning? Why?
No, I was definitely thinking about lightning bolt. I guess the GM who I saw ran it like that just did something weird. Dexterity
I thought
saving throw.
I thought I clicked on it in the like casting it way, not in the like tell me what it's about kind of way.
Apparently not.
Cast at what level? Level 3. Submit, and then it gives me information.
If I disappear, it's because I'm in the middle of a really bad thunderstorm right now.
Oh, well,
Which seems appropriate, but all my lights just flickered real bad.
ooh.
I'm sorry, it's me somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's his dexterity roll. He gets a 20.
Boo! Well, that saves, obviously, because I don't have a 20. Okay, 8d6 or half as much. It's not letting me click on it properly, so we're just gonna do it the old-fashioned way, and I'm gonna click roll 8 and then d6s. For boo, only 11 damage. I'm disappointed, guys.
Well, you have removed his temporary hit points.
And then I can move my spiritual weapon, right? Yeah, it can, as a bonus action, move up to 20 feet and repeat the attack. So it can move.
It can get here because it was off the map.
Oh, right. Okay, then yeah, it's just gonna move as close as it can. And it's just
Alright.
gonna shake dramatically at them.
Okay, Tobias.
Oh wait,
Alright.
can I use my
Oh.
movement? Can I use my movement to just duck one behind the wall so that I'm
Yes, you
not cool, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, continue.
No, you're good. I'm just gonna. Oh yeah, I'm well within. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna be a pest and get in his way,
Thanks.
and I'm gonna take my swings at him.
Okay.
Ooh, yes.
That hits.
Nice.
Draw yourself a card.
Oh,
My brain forgot to read that as a natural 20 plus 10 and just read that as a natural 30 and was very confused as to how you rolled a natural 30.
listen, Tobias is OP.
I'm gonna play that card.
I'm not complaining.
Oh, do I just drag it out onto the screen?
Yep.
There we go.
So is this slashing?
Yes, it is.
Slashing. Sliced tendon. Triple damage and the target's speed is reduced by 5 feet until the end of the target's next turn.
Reduced to
Sweet.
5.
2 5 feet.
Yes.
Wow. Tobias.
Alright, so
So
give me
triple damage.
those numbers.
Okay.
Damn.
So we'll use those. Wait, what's the +3?
So we roll that. So your crit die.
My crit dice should be. Okay, so do I roll 2 extra d8 in this case because it's triple?
No, just take what you have right there and triple it. Or you double it.
okay.
So you double it with guild rules, and then whatever the double is, add it again.
Okay, so this one is triple, so 16 times 3. Okay, so that's 48, and I'll roll my my other damage. So 59 damage.
Okay. Alright, you slice into him pretty good.
Alright, second attack.
That also hits. Okay.
I'm not dead yet, monster.
Is that all?
Yes it is.
Okay. Sturmir. What does he do?
He will... I think he wanted to start swinging with his heavy weapon. Dang it. My other sheet is on it. Okay, so... Oh my god, he has so many freaking weapons. Warhammer, Iron Claw. I think that's the one he wanted to swing. Okay. And it's a bonus action to... He doesn't have a spiritual weapon. Okay, Iron Claw, here we go. I think I wanna... Is he small enough to flank?
Yes, he's human size.
Okay. I don't know, maybe he's like super beefy with like spikes or something. Okay, so I'll move him here and Iron Claw.
Come on, Iron Claw.
That does not hit.
Is it +2 for flanking?
No, it's advantage. Which an intent is.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then I think he has extra attack. I want to say he does. Does he not? Oh, okay. Alright, well, that's that.
Gwyn.
Okay, so Gwen's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So she's going to move out to here. And she's going to shout, shame on you for giving in to others instead of building on your own strength. And I will cast another 3rd level Scorching Ray at him.
Okay.
Check that spell off. And then, so first ray. Whoops, I rolled with disadvantage, but the first roll is an 18.
Hits.
Okay, second roll. It's a natural 1.
Nope.
Third roll. 17.
Hits.
Last roll. 26.
Hits.
Okay, and I'll do that math real fast. 15, 21 points of fire damage.
21 points of fire damage. You blast into him, and he takes these hits from nowhere, these rays of fire. And you see him begin staggering and being pushed back. He gets knocked into the wall of the fortress from the force of these scorching rays. And you see him begin to slide down the wall, the burning anger from his face dissipating as he doesn't seem dead, but he is out of this fight. As he slumps down, barely breathing, as the axe drops from his hand.
So Gwen will walk up to him, let the invisibility drop, and she, looking down at her middle brother, she will take a deep breath and say, I'm sorry. You have fallen this far, and with Ragnarok around the corner, I can't have you be an enemy. So hopefully Odin will greet you in Valhalla, and I want to coup de grace him.
How do you do it?
I slit his throat with my dagger.
Okay.
He will die by my hand by a weapon, which is probably how he'd prefer it over magic. So I'm trying to honor that.
As you lean in to slice his throat, he tries to reach up with his arm and his hand to grab at you. But you just lean in, slice his throat before he can say anything, and he bleeds out, and you see the life in the one remaining eye fade, and his body goes limp.
As soon as his body goes limp, her body goes limp to the ground, and she just wails and screams, and it just echoes through the silent, snow-covered area around them.
As Gwyn cries out, Astrid, can you please give me a perception check with advantage?
Sure. Shooketh. $17.
You feel an uneasy presence take the air as Gwyn wails out. It is not an uneasy presence of Loki, although you wouldn't be surprised if it was, but no. You see...
I think this was mine, but I drank yours.
You don't see it, but you get the sensation that, despite Gwyn's words, Valhalla does not await Vagar Reese, but rather a more cold and dead place.
Well, I'm not gonna. I think if anybody else made any sort of move to go and, like, comfort Gwyn, Astrid would stop them and just say, let her just deal with this by herself for a minute. She's gonna kind of gesture for everyone to just, like, drop back a few paces.
Tobias lays a hand on Gwyn's shoulder gently before going up to the tree line to start gathering wood for a pyre.
I think Sturmir would join you.
It says 3 tablespoons.
What?
Gudrun's cooking with a body in there.
3 tablespoons of death.
Is that 3 tablespoons of blood to complete your rune ritual there? What's going on?
Just
That's the
Gudrun
sound
talking
that
to Loki.
Gwyn cries.
How do you make the best?
I don't know, that seems really on brand.
It is kind of
Just
on
It really
brand.
does.
talking to somebody invisible about recipes.
I am so sorry.
Oh,
We're
you're laughing
in a
for it, I love
moment.
it.
No.
You okay?
No. I thought I had hit mute, but I didn't.
Well, I think we all needed a laugh before getting back into the scene.
Right? This was a serious scene.
Gwyn,
Yeah,
Alright.
you
we
are
just needed a little hot chucky.
kneeling in the snow in front of your brother. He lies there dead limp, blood flowing from his throat into the snow, axe at his side. Your companions have backed up to leave you space.
She will kind of pull her just like wailing self off of the ground and lean over and put her forehead against the cold, lifeless body of her brother and whisper, Vagar, I have always admired you. I've always looked up to you. You are the youngest of the 3 brothers that I had, but you were always so capable. You endured everything. You endured all that came towards you with a sense of passion and devotion to everything, including protection of our very own clan, which you may or may not acknowledge, but it also was protection for me, and for that I thank you. If it wasn't for some of the leaderships that you had given during our times of war, there's no way that the Icy Crows would have survived. There's no way that any of the other clans would have been able to survive. You had led many a hunting party and had returned with feast upon feast, walking back with, a bear on your shoulders. I will never forget that. And yet, you felt like you were not good enough. And I need you to know that you have always been good enough. And that no one, not even Loki himself, could ever take that from you. And I wish you saw yourself the way that I saw you, the way that everybody saw you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that it came to this. I hope you can find peace. I hope that you are seen as the valiant warrior as you are seen here in Midgard. And I hope that a Valkyrie comes to take you to Valhalla. I love you. I love you, brother. And I will never forget you. And with that, she will pull her head back from her brother's lifeless body and just kind of sit back on her heels and just turn her attention to the snow falling sky and just kind of take a couple deep breaths to calm herself down.
Give me both an investigation and a perception check.
Okie dokie. Investigation is a 15. Perception is a 9.
Give me perception again with advantage. I should have said advantage. So give me another roll. Let's just see. Okay.
5.
No, I wanted to give it to you.
You're welcome.
No. I will actually allow Astrid to also give a perception with advantage.
Does my passive of 19 do anything?
Your passive will probably see it as well.
I have a passive investigation of 18. I don't know if that makes any difference for you too, but I want to let you.
Investigation or perception?
Investigation. You had me roll investigation and perception.
Yes.
My passive investigation's higher.
Okay, so we'll start at that. With your passive investigation, before you raised your head to the sky to take in the snow falling, you would have noticed that the hand that he reached out to grab you with seems to have a crumpled letter in it. And with a passive perception of 19 from Gudrun and a 25 perception from Astrid, as you're taking in this scene, you notice off into the woods this way, there is a figure watching it, but not one of... There's a figure watching this scene, not one of malice and dark intent, but you see a figure, orangish beard, orangish braided beard, semi-shaved head, watching the scene. They do not have any tears in their eyes watching this, but upon the look on their face, you can tell that they feel sorry for what has happened. They also appear to be locked inside of a tree. And then, just as you see them, it is a normal tree again.
Want to go check out that tree? Or, anyone planning on checking out the tree?
Sure, Gudrun. Why don't you go check out the tree?
Okay.
So
With surprising agility.
Astrid comes over and kneels next to Gwen and just takes her hand, and she's heard this at plenty of beers, plenty of, fields of corpses, but she's never done this before herself. She just takes a deep breath and she just chants the Norse prayer for the dead. She says, "Lo, there do I see my father. Lo, there do I see my mother, and my sisters, and my brothers. Lo, there do I see the line of my people, back to the beginning. Lo, they do call to me. They bid me take my place among them in the halls of Valhalla, where the brave may live forever. Hail to the day. Hail to the sons of day. Hail to the night and daughters of the night. Hail the shining Aesir. Hail the mighty Vanir, and hail to the earth who gives to all. Hail to you, our blessed dead. Stand with us if you would. Smile on us if you will."
Gudrun, just for shits and gigs, do you want to give me an investigation?
Hell yes. I would also like to give myself guidance, as I know that I'm looking around for something to do with this tree.
Okay.
Do. I don't think I'm good at investigating.
And then add your guidance.
21!
You begin investigating the tree. You don't find anything really out of the ordinary. You do note that the area around the tree is oddly devoid of snow. But there doesn't seem to be anything else around the tree. Being a rune master, you also get the sense of something powerful, but you don't find anything.
I'm gonna kick the tree as I walk away.
Okay, as you begin walking back, Gwyn, rest of the crew.
The tree kicks you back.
Yeah, the tree kicks you back. What's going on?
Gwen will look over at Astrid and kind of rest her forehead against hers. For just a brief moment of just silent kind of mourning together for her brother. And then she will say, "As much as I know you don't like the man, you should probably go check on that priest."
Sure. One of the others can do it if you want me to stay here.
Please. I need a little bit more time.
Okay.
And as she leaves, that is when Gwen will take the note that she passively saw and read it once Astrid is gone.
When Astrid walks back in, I imagine, unless something else, Tobias and Sturmir are still collecting firewood for a big enough pyre. Unless there's something else from Tobias.
No, but I do have something to say once the pyre is ready to be constructed.
Okay, so we will get to that. Gwyn, as you sit there reading the letter, as Astrid walks back into the building where a Looney Tunes indent of yourself is in the wall. It reads the following, and I will actually type it out and whisper it to you.
Ooh, I get a whisper.
Yes.
Fancy.
Yes, type me your secrets.
I will. So
The best typing.
please hold one moment.
Well, we need to come up with better Viking hold music.
My first thought was just to start humming the Lord of the Rings theme music, and I acknowledge that is not better Viking hold music, but that was just my first response, was to start going da 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 da. And there's not anything inherently Viking about it. I actually don't know what Viking music would sound like.
Well,
A lot of drums.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I should
You
definitely
should listen to that
Danish-
Fenrir song I posted. I love that he had like 3 weeks to prep and he did not write out this letter.
This may or may
Love
not have been a
you.
spur of the moment thing because I wanted to
Aw.
really stab you in the heart.
Awesome.
Okay. And as you're reading that, Astrid, you walk into this room where you see Father Ekjar chained to this table, and he's able to see you. He kind of barely raises his head, and he goes,
Oh, thank the Holy Flame, Astrid. Please, you must get me out of here.
The Holy Flame had absolutely nothing to do with this. Believe me. In fact, before we deal with that question, any ideas on why I would have burst into flame when I walked into this place?
he responds with,
What do you mean, burst into flames?
Pardon me?
You have to get me out of these chains. Your father is in grave danger.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware, but I need information. And you're in a fantastic position to give it to me.
What do you want to know, Astrid, please?
Why did I burst into flames when I walked into this building? Flames of your making.
Perhaps you were tricked. I have not been... have you seen... have you had an encounter with me? Before this, before coming here?
Yes.
That was
You
not
were with
me.
my father. What?
No. I was taken. I was out collecting herbs for Hellhofen's supplies when a figure came up to me in the woods. He looked exactly like me, but with bright blue eyes. Please, you must believe me.
Insight check.
sure.
I don't want to believe him, son of a bitch.
Inside check of a 9.
I'm not in a mood to believe him. So, alright, fine, it wasn't you, whatever. Tell me this, though, old man. What did you and my bitch of a stepmother do to turn my father away from the old gods?
I have done nothing but brought my own religion from my lands. I have brought the salvation. Ragnarok is a thing that may not happen under the Holy Flame. The Holy Flame will save all, and He believes in the brightness of our flame.
She's gonna come right over to here and bend over him and say, "Are you telling me the truth, old man? Because it would be a shame if we forgot and left you here."
The holy flame burns away any sin of lies. I would not lie, especially under conditions like this. You must believe me, princess.
I'd like to do another perception check, please.
Perception or insight?
Perception.
What are you wanting to find out?
God damn it. Doesn't really matter.
I mean, a perception shows that he's been beaten to like an inch of his life.
Oh, well, what I just want to know if he's lying to me.
That would be an insight.
About not doing anything to suborn my father.
Yeah, insight.
Insight? Okay. Oh, there we go. That's better.
22. Your father used to believe very heavily, and I will tell you this, he's still on the fence. He's not fully committed to the Holy Flame. Your father does not want to give up Odin. He doesn't want to give up Tyr. He doesn't want to give up the old gods, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
You know that as the churches have been replaced in Helhofen, as when Father Ekjar was saved and brought onto his court, and when he brought back your stepmother, your father still used to be a raider. He still used to be a violent man before really taking the throne. So initially, the Holy Flame was more seen as a treasure. Like, we have stolen the Holy Flame, we've stolen a queen, we have stolen their priest. Over time, your father did begin listening to the words of the priest, begin listening to the words of the queen and others who have brought over the Holy Flame. Has Father Ekjar purposely gone out of the way to slander the old gods and preach the Holy Flame? You are unsure. You have not, I think it is safe to say, you have not put up with the words of the Holy Flame. But you do know that when it is brought up in conversation, when Father Ekjar preaches to the people of Helhofen, he does denounce the old gods. Now, whether that means your father has bought into it fully, as I said, you know that he hasn't. But you also know that, with your insight, Father Ekjar is telling the truth. He has spoken the word of the Holy Flame, and your father has listened.
Okay, so in terms of Father Ekjar and my stepmother, like, conspiring to magically bind my father or something like that. No apparent evidence of that from Father Ekjar?
No apparent evidence of Father Ekjar doing it.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah. That doesn't mean my stepmother didn't. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, given that, I'm just gonna glare down at him and just say again, just remember, this isn't your precious holy flame setting you free. It's me. And the old gods. And my friends. And I'll start to unchain him or untie him or whatever.
You start to unchain him as he is frantically saying,
We must make it back to Helhofen. The mysterious figure who's taken my place has almost certainly brought ill will upon your father.
Yeah. That's what my dreams have been saying.
he looks at you with an odd look of, he doesn't say it out loud, but it is a look of, what are you talking about?
Does he look in any way like he's going to be able to travel?
You will likely have to bring him back yourselves. He is very hurt. He seems like he can stand slightly, but he does appear to be able to walk.
Okay. I tell him, just rest here for a minute, and I walk back out to tell my friends this information.
And good
there's
reason
an
I'm not even going to
imposter.
give you a roll. You've been eavesdropping. You've heard everything.
Seeing Astrid come out, Gwen will get to her feet, holding a piece of paper, and will turn around, and her eyes were already puffy and red enough as is, and they're worse now. And she just looks unbelievably just exhausted from the amount of crying that she's done, and she's at that point of like, you've cried so much that you have no more tears left, but you're still sad and wanting to cry. And she kind of sniffles a little bit, and then she looks back down at the paper. She takes a deep breath, and she will read it aloud. And Father has died, and war is coming. We have accepted a deal to take back what is rightfully ours in the 9 realms. Vhagar, if you see our sister, calm yourself of anger and bring her alive. I wish to invite her to join us. Otherwise, kill who you wish. And it is in my eldest brother's handwriting.
Complication upon complication.
I don't know what Halivard has got himself into, but it is his handwriting.
So Astrid comes over and puts her arms around you and just says, "What do you want to do?"
If he and Rasmus are into something, I need to find them. I don't know if I can talk them out of it, but if they've been affected by the Rune Lord, by the Rune Thief, there's a strong possibility that the fate in which Vhagar is dealt with will be a fate that they may have to deal with as well. It's not like Halvard to jump the gun on something like this, so I don't know what he's thinking. But if my father is dead, the way we're probably going to be able to find my brothers is by retracing their steps from the camp out, from the village of the Icy Crows. So at some point, probably sooner rather than later, we should probably head that direction. Actually, as she says that, she's gonna turn and look at Vhagar. Can I investigate his body and see if he has anything on him that would give me a direction of where my other brothers are?
You can.
I'll help you look.
27.
27. Looking specifically for anything like that, you do find a little map in one of his pouches. When unfurling it and opening it wide, you do see the names of your brothers. You see various other names written out. You see lines drawn that all lead to Hailhofen, with a large circle drawn around the capital city, and the placements of the names of your 2 other brothers seem to mark them as, you can say, generals in the field that are leading forces to Hailhofen.
It looks like their next course of action is Hellhofen. Vagar was supposed to lead a set of troops there. Obviously, that's not happening anymore. But my other brothers
The other two will.
Yeah. We need to get back to Hellhofen. That's where they're going to be. I don't know what they intend on achieving by doing this, but I don't know. I don't know, Astrid, and that scares me.
I don't either, but if Father Ekjar is telling the truth, Hellhofen is getting attacked both from within and without, so I need to get back.
We need to get back. You are not in this alone, just like I was not in this situation alone.
Yes, Right.
It is at this point that the pyre has been built up by Sturmir and Tobias. I believe Tobias had something they wanted to do.
Yes. And on 3 separate pieces of wood, I've etched a small Ida and prayer, beseeching Odin for some wisdom and guidance. As I place Vagar onto the pyre and light it, I recite the lines. Branded brethren, beguiled by blasphemous burglar, lies of a lord loom and linger. Odin over the frozen north shows you home.
His body goes up in flames as you all prepare to head back to Hellhofen. You are able to do so. You are able to begin your trek back. I would like everyone to give me perceptions, please.
You know what? I'm gonna blast an additional 1d10 on that. Give me a second. There we go.
Gudrun, are you there to give me a perception?
Whoa. Perception. Why is it loading?
So Gwyn, Tobias, and Astrid, as you travel back to Hellhofen, as you break through the woods, a sight takes you all. Do we want to rewind time?
No.
No.
I mean, if you want to stay, but I'm just charging back.
You break through the woods, and as I said, a sight takes Tobias, Gwyn, and Astrid. Not Gwyn, Tobias. No, yeah, Gwyn. No, not Gwyn. What am I saying?
Gwyn got an 8.
Yeah, I know.
You mean
I don't know what I'm
Gudrun?
saying. Tobias and Astrid. It overtakes Tobias and Astrid as you see Hellhofen in flame. And that is where we will end today's session.
Oh.
Lots of flames, I'm noticing. It's like a common theme.
Just for point of order for next game, did we rest at all from one point to another?
It would have taken a day, I believe, to make it back to Hellhofen, so you would have gotten a long rest should you wish. Alongside a long rest, you get a level up.
Yes! Oh!
Level 7. Level 7.
During this whole thing, I had 1 spell slot, people.
So we shall meet our party once more for the final stretch of the Rune Thief adventure. next time.
Whoa.
But for now, everyone say goodbye to YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
Goodbye,
I'm busy
YouTube.
crying, YouTube.
And as always, goodbye and stay sweet, yo.